Developers behind the controversial proposed Fane Tower in Providence are changing their design. This means they now have to go back in front of the 195 Commission. The proposal to build the almost 600-foot residential tower on Dyer Street has come with quite a bit of debate. 12 News reporter Sheena Loshuto breaks down the changes and has more on where things stand right now. Sheena?
Well, a spokesperson for the design says even with this new design, the height of the project does not change at all. And if this is built, it would be the tallest building in Providence. It's the same project, the same building, just a modified design. That's how a spokesperson describes some changes when it comes to the proposed Fane Tower. New renderings show fewer balconies, not as many parking spots, but more residential floors at the building developer Jason Fane hopes to see in Providence.
If you don't like the way it looks, look in a different direction.
So that's what the developer had to say back in 2019. Residents have been critical about how tall the proposed tower is. A group even took the project to court, arguing the height of the tower is inconsistent with the city's comprehensive plan. But the Rhode Island Supreme Court eventually ruled in favor of the project. The plans have the building at 550 feet, and a spokesperson confirms the new changes don't impact that. Fane sent a new statement Monday citing the economy for some of the changes, reading in part, the current economy of inflation, recession, and supply chain issues, increased construction costs and higher financing costs, required cost reduction by more efficient design to maintain project feasibility. We now have an elegant design that can get built. So what's the timeline here? A spokesperson says Fane has not finalized the financing as the design changes needs to be approved first. And until the commission takes a look, he can't set a construction timeline either. All right, so what is the next step here? According to someone from the 195 Commission, the application for this new design needs to be officially submitted. Then Fane also has to pay a $50,000 design fee. And once that's all done, the commission can schedule a hearing. Reporting live in Providence tonight, I'm Sheena Loshuto, 12 News.
New developments in a project that could radically alter Providence's skyline.
It began 6 years ago with a proposal to build multiple skyscrapers on the old 195 land. Then it was reduced to one building. Now the developers of the Fane Tower have tweaked the design again.
12 News reporter Sheena Loshuto got in touch with the developers and takes us through the changes. Sheena?
195 Commission, and the people behind the project say some of these changes are because of inflation. If the Fane Tower is built, it would easily be Providence's tallest building at 550 feet. Newly announced changes in the proposed plan show fewer balconies, not as many parking spots, but more residential floors in the luxury-style residential tower. These are new renderings sent to us by the Fane organization, the group behind the Fane Tower. On the left here, you'll see the old version of the design. On the right, the proposed new version. This image shows the proposed view from Dyer Street. A spokesperson for the project says the height of the proposed building is the same, adding that it's the same project, the same building, just a modified design. Sending us a statement from the developer himself, reading in part, the current economy of inflation, recession, and supply chain issues, increased construction costs, and higher financing costs required cost reduction by more efficient design to maintain project feasibility. We now have an elegant design that can get built. So what's the timeline here? A spokesperson says Fane has not finalized the financing as he needs the design changes to be approved first. And until the commission takes a look, he can't set a timeline for construction either. So what happens now? Well, someone with the 195 Commission tells us that the application for this new design needs to officially be submitted. Then Fane needs to pay a $50,000 design fee. And once all that is done, then the commission can schedule a hearing. Reporting live in Providence, I'm Sheena Loshuto, 12 News.